Then you were talking about, you said you're happy to chat about it. I didn't raise it, actually, it was your suggestion. But I'm curious, your views on Mounjaro and the like. I mean, I know Mounjaro's come out of favour a bit recently because it's the price hike. But there's plenty of competitions.
Yeah, but going on the reason of the price hike, I think is because obviously you got the 3-stage GLP now, retatrutide.
Okay, what does that mean?
So it's in stage 3 trials.
Okay.
At the moment, stage 3 clinical trials. Lilly's has got the patent for it. So, but the data is outstanding of what it can do for people.
Right.
So I'm actually, despite what a lot of coaches say, I'm not against them.
Really? I'm surprised to hear you say that. I'm trying to make sure your hand doesn't just rest on nothing. I'm going to place it there. He's so broad that on my wide bed, I went extra wide. It's not broad enough. Carry on, yeah. So you're not anti.
I'm not anti them, provided they're used correctly.
Okay, so explain correctly.
So what you will get, most people on them they go on them to lose a couple of stones.
Right.
They haven't got any nutrition information. They don't know how to lose weight correctly. Mm-hmm. So what they do, start injecting themselves, not hungry, so they don't eat. End up losing a ton of muscle, which...
Do you mind if I
know people off, yeah. Cool. You start losing muscle as you age. That's a recipe for disaster.
Yeah, of course.
And yeah, so they just don't eat and end up being malnourished and lose load of muscle mass, and that's why they get all these, negative side effects from it. But as I said, provided they're used correctly and safely, then they can be a tool for, if someone's very obese, cannot stop eating, they can be a fantastic tool for them to actually, stop that food noise, help them adhere to the nutrition plan, providing they're not just starving themselves.
Okay, so my pushback on you on this one is...
Go on.
My observation is, and remember, my observation on this is scant at best, but the average person is going crazy, and you look at the average celebrity that's been on it, and you see they lose the weight and then their faces start to lose muscle mass and they get that kind of skeletal look about them.
Yeah, awful.
Right. Do people have the self-control? Should there be some kind of self-control barrier? Like if someone can't exercise some self-control in their life, should they be permitted to go on that?
That's a great question.
Really
good question.
I'm not saying I know the answer, and I'm not trying to devise a plan.
So I get what you're saying, to be fair, because what you find is people will go on it. They've got, like we said, they've got no self-control, no discipline. You can't stay on it forever.
Yeah.
So they come off, and then because of they've created so much metabolic damage where they haven't eaten.
Yeah.
They come off and they put all that weight back on, if not more.
Yeah.
Which has happened loads of times because they've not educated themselves. They haven't got their self-control. So I do get why you're saying that.
You're a little bit tense here. Can I get you to relax it? Yeah, cool. Carry on.
So I feel, rather than just giving them the jab, the Mounjaro, Ozempic, they should be educating them a bit on some form of nutrition, what they should be eating. So they shouldn't be starving themselves. It's quite a challenging one because there's pros and cons to it. But if someone's just using it to lose a couple of stone, generally you should be able to lose a couple of stone without it.
Yeah. Is there not a question here of, you're a big proponent of discipline. So this person says, well, I can't discipline myself. By the way, this is not me saying what people should or shouldn't do. I'm asking questions to find answers, okay? Someone says, I just don't have the discipline. No matter what I do, I don't have the discipline. Is there not an argument there that says, okay, well then you don't have the discipline? Or do you think, no, it's better to give them the quick fix?
How big are we talking? Are they dangerously overweight?
I don't think that matters in the question.
Okay.
Because ultimately, you're saying, look, they need to be disciplined once they're on it. And if they're not disciplined when they're not on it, why would they suddenly then develop discipline when they are?
Because what you find is when For those people who haven't got discipline,
Yeah.
it's a couple of things. It could be they just haven't found a plan that's right for them.
Yep.
You know, they try and copy.
Okay, that's a good point.
So they're a parent maybe, they've got kids, and they're trying to copy someone's morning routine and structure who's, you know, a single boy or girl who, you know, with not many responsibilities.
Yeah.
You know, and they're like, I can't do that. I can't fit that into my life. They go to the gym 6 times a week. I was like, I can't do that. So look at it like that.
Yeah.
And then you got the remind me what was my mind just got blank.
Okay, so I was saying, look,
Yeah.
right. So you've got this person who cannot show discipline pre.
Yeah, the wrong plan. They got the wrong. They're
Yeah.
trying to do something which is not sustainable for their lifestyle.
Yeah. So what makes you think then? I mean this in all genuine. I'm not trying to critique people who are on it. I really am not. But what makes you think then that once they're on it, they'll find a plan that works for them?
So a lot of. So I used to be very sort of. When it comes to obesity, people who are overweight. It's a choice, right?
Mm-hmm.
You do eat yourself. You do eat yourself obese. It's a fact.
Yeah.
No one gets obese through anything else, or overweight for anything else but calories.
Mm-hmm.
Overconsumption of food.
Because even if you've got an issue,
even if you have an issue,
you've still got to eat more calories than you're burning.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, yeah. Even if you're on medication, there's no medication out there which will make you consume more calories.
I mean, let's be honest,
choice.
there's pretty much no one out there that's consuming more calories than you. Like, if we were pound for pounding it, the amount you're putting in to be the size you are, how many calories a day do you have to consume?
Do you know what? It's not that much.
Is it not?
No, I say it's not that much.
Yeah, I'm thinking this is garbage.
When I was pushing up, I was on about 6,000 a day.
Yeah.
I'm about 4,000 at the moment.
Yeah, but you see, the average person, if you said go and eat 4,000 calories, for me, 4,000 calories is so hard to consume.
Yeah, I guess that. Yeah. But people consume calories without even thinking about it.
They do, but nonetheless.
So 4,000 is a hell of a lot, yeah.
There was a day a couple of years ago where I did a 60-mile bike ride over the Downs, and at the end of the day, my watch said I'd consumed about 5,500 calories throughout the day.
You burned?
Sorry, not consumed, burned. This side's much better. Just let that go loose. Yeah, that's much nicer. And to eat the 5,500 calories to compensate, nightmare. I physically didn't have the stomach size to just keep going. So, like 4,000 calories. But if you're eating 4,000 calories a day in Mars bars, it's easy.
Absolutely.
It's
Food
easy,
choice.
Yeah. So then the reality is, so what you're saying here is, like, you're saying, you know, they haven't found a route for them. But actually, do you think people are really paying attention to what they do? Like, you made a post the other day about this, actually.
Go on.
Where you said, you know, how many snacks did you have this week without really noticing that over the course of the week? Okay.
I think it was yesterday, actually.
It was yesterday,
yeah. It was yesterday. That is very common. So people will, you know, snack. They put sugar in their coffee, milk in the coffee, not thinking they contain calories. They have bits of fruit. Not the fruit's bad. Fruit's amazing, but it all contains calories. You know, bits off your kids' plates if you've got kids, or the odd biscuit here and there. And you think, oh, it's only one thing. It's only this, only that. But then if you added that up across the course of a day, then a week, you know, this could be a reason why you're either putting on weight or not progressing.
Yeah. Yeah, I get that totally. And then learning that little bit of discipline, not to have a biscuit here and a bit of cake there and sugar in your coffee, I think is fundamental to, I'm just going to hit that and that again, is fundamental to the self-discipline required to then perhaps be prescribed something like Mounjaro, where you've shown you can do these little inputs. Now, how you police that, and even the word police is kind of a bit horrible. I don't kind of want to use that word. It's the wrong word. But, you know, like, there has to be something that monitors people's ability to discipline themselves, to put them on something that...
That's a fair point. But then on the flip side of things, you've got people who, you know, who've had gone through horrendous stuff and they use food for comfort.
Yeah.
And they have that food noise, which is why they're obese, because, you know, that's a real thing. People eat themselves, no one eats themselves obese happily.
Yeah.
You know, there's always something they're trying to, it's an escape.
Yeah.
Like people use drink, people use drugs, people use food as an escape. So no one does it happily. So to turn off that food noise, which these peptides do, is, you know, can massively help people where they haven't been able to do it before.
And I'm guilty of this. I said to you before, I reckon I drank every single day for 3 straight months. Every single day. And a few weeks ago I went, I've got to turn that off. And for the next 2 days, all I could think about was having a drink. All I could think about. And I had to get through the 3rd day and then it's just switched off for me.
Yeah.
If you've been doing that for a year, 2 years, 3 years, like we were saying with your training, you've been doing it for 20 years, it's just a part of your life now. There's so much muscle here, it's insane. It's like I have to consciously think, where the average person, I just go, yeah, that's easy. I'm like,
dig in, get the elbow in.
I'm like as deep as a normal person can get, and I've barely touched the surface with you. So I'm going to just change my approach. Like you've got 20 years of gym, it's grained into you. Like you just do it without even thinking. The same is true for someone who's had 20 years of just food noise.
Oh, 100%.
And could you switch off the gym? Like, no. And it's the same for them.
Yeah, that, you know, I've not heard that analogy, the flip side of it. That's really good.